first female mayor of Dalton. Now go ahead, Trustee Norwood.
So we have thousands of dollars on here for hotels, $1,000 on here for trips, $1,000 of here on here for restaurants. Just last month, Trustee Belcher announced that we had a Thornton Township event that was on our Dalton warrant list to be paid. The moment we mention it, our access to the system where we could actually pull up the receipts to verify these things have been limited. Now we can no longer view the receipts, and we continue to say that, but we sit here and say you want us to approve things that we cannot see. Again, where's the transparency? Where's the RSPs? We keep saying that we have the money, but we're talking about vendors who haven't been paid. So when we say let's pay the people who we have approved first and move on, that's what we mean. Why not give us access back to the system so we won't sit here for a whole entire hour and ask questions when we could just get access to our system and we can go back on my viewpoint, see the items that needs to be approved, and all our questions will be answered, and then we won't have a problem with approving these items. Thank you.
All right, and for the record, y'all need to stop mixing up my two titles. I know y'all can't bear it, but township is township business, village is village business. That's it, that's all. Go ahead, Trustee Holmes.
You know, what I'm asking is that we move forward with paying these vendors. You know, winter is coming. Seniors need their windows, they need their roofs. You know, how would you feel in a cold house? How many calls are the fire department of Dalton going to get called to a residence because someone's having a stroke, someone having a heart attack because the blood pressure is going up because they're cold? How many children's got to lay in the bedroom and be cold? Roofs leaking. We need to pay that vendor. First and foremost, we need to think about the health of our seniors and the people in the village. Some people working, some people doing fine. They got good heat. Others, they don't have heat because the windows are not there and the roofs are not there and the heat is going straight up out the house. It's just like you being homeless, sleeping on the streets. That's how cold it gets in these houses. Have a heart for these residents, have a heart for these seniors. Some of these seniors cannot function like they used to. Some of them income, they don't have it there. We need to help them keep their house built and keep the heat inside. I'm done.
All right.
Okay, Mayor, I have a comment.
Okay, you already spoke, Trustee.
I made the motion. I did not comment on this topic.
Go ahead.
Okay, there's on this list specifically, there is nothing to do with windows or roofs or nobody being removed. That has absolutely nothing to do with this. That's a totally separate discussion for a different time. That's nothing to do with this. Some of the items that we are talking about: Aurelio's Pizza, $131. Best Western, apparently 2 rooms for $318. Chicago Midway Airport, $200 worth of tax dollars spent on that. Cooper's Hawk, $557.68. Got Dollar Tree on here, $108. Dunkin Donuts, $49.58. What else we got? Where else did we eat at? Holiday Inn in Bloomington, 2, 4, 6, 7 rooms, $2,694. Image One, Italian Fiesta, $113.59. Jewel Osco, $100.50. Olive Garden, $262.78. Pete's Fresh Market, $212.97. Let's see if we ate anywhere else. Thank me later, $520. Walmart, $11.11. Good Lord. Wyndham Hotel and Resorts, 2, 4, 6, 8 rooms, totaled up to $1,085. All this, no receipts given to the myself or the other trustees that have mentioned. Again, it has nothing to do with denying a resident some service. We need receipts to understand what's going on. I conclude.
All right. So I'm gonna conclude with this. That's not true on your statement you just made. And when people read stuff into record, you guys go get clarity of what it is. Just for the record, y'all do know that we have prisoners that we feed, right? But I shouldn't have to sit up here and break all this down as though y'all just think it's the administration. It is not. Y'all do know we help homeless people. Y'all do know we help residents, right? But y'all don't ask them questions. Y'all do know we rent hotels for people. We got all these things, but why do I have to always try to justify what it is we're doing here? Why? Because people that don't do none, you never see, never active, get up here and just say things out, but never give you no clarity of what department it is. Each item that's on our thing, it has a code. It tells you which department spent the money. It tells you that. Again, I keep telling you the day-to-day operation. Yes, I'm the overseer of the village, but the management handles their own department, spends their own money, and they put it on a warrant list and give it to the board. But yet people got to do a spin of what they think it is, but don't ask no legitimate questions, because I've asked the same questions on sometimes when I read it. And when I read it, I get clarity. And I say, oh, okay, y'all went and y'all about the inmates McDonald's or a pizza or whatever they bought. I'm just getting that as an example because I had to learn too. So they should learn before they make judgment or just put things out there and don't have no facts. That's what I mean by not having facts. Because I can get up and just say something, right? That's what anybody can do. They can get up there and just talk with no information to back them up. You got to back everything up, guys. You have to. All right, Colorado.
Wait.
Told y'all was going to be here this long.
Hey, clerk, because
Colorado.
so much discussion.
That's it. We're done. We're done, trustee. Let's go.
Is this for the amended one, clerk? Yes, and I'm talking to the clerk.
Yes, it's the amended.
Thank you. That's all I need to know.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Yes.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Yes.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Amended motion passed.
Okay, next on the agenda, trustee Brown.
Corporate payments for November the 6th, 2023. Registered, $2,713,065.01. Total corporate payments, $3,699,138.53.
All right, is that your motion?
That's my motion to pay the bill.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motion and second. Any discussion? All right, call the roll.
Trustee Norwood.
No.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Yes.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
No.
Trustee House.
No.
Trustee Holmes.
Yes.
Trustee Belcher.
No.
Motion failed.
All right, go ahead. What you got? Eat my candy. Go ahead. What you got?
Yeah, amended
I know.
motion, please pay the bills as read, removing the following items. Our motion is to pay this warrant list, removing the items listed.
Man, you don't want to fix the pool for the babies? Dang, that's so heartless. All right, is there a second? Second. All right, it's been a motion and a second. And again, all I can do is make you see what we keep talking about. All those vendors that was on there that cut you guys trees, that removed them, trimmed them, people that laid concrete for you, they just remove all those vendors from the list once again. And they keep, again, talking about deficits. I keep telling y'all, they not paying their bills. It just adds up later, and then we still owe the money. But I can't do nothing but keep pointing this out to you so you understand why I'm making haste about it, because I don't appreciate it. If people did the work, pay them for what they have done. The other issue we have, you just took away, what was the defense company? I was trying to keep up with it. He could have wrote it down, gave everybody a copy of what he's taking out. But the defense company, y'all do know when our water tank exploded, y'all do know that we called for services to come and make it safe because the concrete was everywhere, so it didn't fall on someone. So here it is, you're not paying somebody that we call in our time of need, meaning the village. We call them out to make it safe, and they don't want to pay that vendor. So now let's go, 5-6 months down the line. If we have another emergency, why would people come and help the village? If they see us here in the open, on the news, everywhere, right? Not paying people for services that they have actually completed. We would not have that. But they okay with messing our credibility up, because normally with a village, a municipality, a city, people go off of credit. They go off of their word because of who they are. But unfortunately for Dalton, the board of trustees messed that up because they don't pay the vendors. They do the work, meaning they front their own money and they do the work, and y'all don't even pay them. Come on now. And they still mom and pop stores, companies, like pay them what you owe them, period. That's what we need to do. Stop sitting here doing this. But just to show, but go ahead, call the roll. Or any discussion, I'm sorry, any discussion?
discussion.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm looking at the landscaping of the individuals that cut grass, and I made it my business by me being out on the street daily. And I'm looking at them cutting lawns at vacant homes, and they're actually helping cutting some lawns for individuals, our seniors, that can't get it cut. And these individuals here, we just not going to pay them. This is just piling up. And these lawns need to be cut. Trees need to be trimmed. Now, so everyone that's out there in Dalton Land that has got trees trimmed and got that lawn cut next door to you where them raccoons and possums at, I need you to come step up. You need to be at these meetings where you can speak on this here. Because I have been called to a lot of these individual houses, getting trees trimmed that is going on the wires, grass is high. You guys, and I'm speaking to the cameras, you need to come to these meetings. You need to come help this situation out because you guys are actually getting help. So it need to be, it's not like it's the man getting her lawn cut or any trustees up here getting their lawn cut. We doing this here for residents. These individuals these are real bills. They're actually giving service. They're actually giving service. These bills has to get paid. We need to find a common ground with this because we steady just pushing these here bills every month, whether we meet once a month or twice a month, we steady saying no. And for the trustee to keep going through the list, this is what we gonna pay and this is what we not gonna pay, that's totally unfair. That's discrimination. Total discrimination. Do these individuals have any connection with you that they go get paid and the other ones don't? That's totally unfair. That's what it sounds like.
So,
Oh, wait, are you done, Trustee Brown?
Yeah, if you say something, I'm gonna say something too. Go ahead, Al.
no. So just again to respond, I don't know any of these vendors whatsoever. I have no connection to them. The one thing I can tell you I do know is they were not included in our budget. And when we talk about what we got to do, I'm all for let's sit down, have a conversation. Let's make it. I've said this repeatedly at the last two meetings, and I was trying to not keep beating the dead horse. We owe Public Works employees for 4 years of back pay. We have bills piling up. That's not the bills that I just listed. So can we take care of those bills first before we go run up another one? I'm looking at the financial report that shows from May through October, we got a $4.2 million deficit in our general fund. That's on page, where are we at? Page 15. We're not talking about it. We're not putting together a plan to address it. We keep trying to sweep it under the rug. So if these vendors want to get paid, I understand they do. I don't know why they were lied to and told we had the money, but they were. And at some point we got to deal with it. But can we deal with our back stuff first? Can we? Public Works contract said, we signed the contract, said 90 days they would get paid. After that, what you think they gonna do? They gonna sue us. Then we're gonna be sitting in here trying to blame the board. Ain't nobody speaking up for them though, right? So again, summary, let's pay our back bills first. Then we can address the bills coming forward.
And I totally agree with you on that. But trustee, you've been on this board for the past 4 years. Come on. I just been on this board since May. And yeah, I'm gonna say pay, because I'm trying to catch it up. You've been here for the past 4 years. I'm looking at these here bills and I'm looking at these invoices. Come on, man. 2019, 2020, 2021.
Come on,
But you
preach.
steady saying what not to pay. And you've been a part of this. So what was you doing 3 years ago? What were you doing 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Thank you for that question.
But 1 minute, trustee, before y'all, because y'all can go back and forth. I just want to point out some things that you mentioned, which was you said that they wasn't in the budget as it relates to the public, meaning to cut your trees. If you're saying they wasn't in the budget, your attorney wasn't in the budget, but yet y'all keep the attorney on payroll. So all I'm saying to you is that if you're gonna make it make sense to the people. Right now, they need services that's due to them. And if you don't know, let me educate you really quick on how it works. We do have emergency things that we can do here as it relates to if somebody call us, need a tree down. Just like when y'all didn't pay them vendors. You remember that? And then that storm hit the very next day. Yeah, but y'all voted the day prior to not pay those tree vendors. Everybody came out and cleaned up our town. Every single tree vendor came and cleaned up our town, knowing they didn't get paid the day before. It was trees on cars. It was trees on houses. People couldn't get to work. It was blocking streets, blocking alleys. But you ain't saying none of that though, right? But yet you still want to say what's not in the budget, but you find money to make sure y'all pay that lawyer that keep making y'all lose those lawsuits. Make it make sense. You got to put the people first before y'all greed, because that's all it is your greed. You keep the lawyer there. He's not in the budget. You guys have not, and I repeat, you have not budgeted for that attorney that y'all have. But yet you still use him to go sue the village, sue us, which this is the government you're supposed to protect. But you sue for every little thing when y'all can't have your way, like you threw that little tantrum early. It's the same thing, but you have to stop. Stop telling the people what they can't have and what you can have. Won't you flip it around and make sure you give the people what they need? And that's my issue for you. Then next, you talk about public works. Public works. You never was worried about public works. Now all of a sudden you want to talk about public works. I was known as the tree lady. I've been a trustee for 8 years. You going on what, 6, 7 years? And you done nothing, didn't have a voice, didn't say nothing, was on mute forever under Riley Rogers, right? But when this woman gets in this seat, you got everything to say because you want to run for office, right? Like, come on, get it right. But you never talk about public works. And why you only speaking about public works? We owe police department money. We owe a lot of people money, right? But you talking about public works. And Stacey could contest more to that than me, because you never over there. You don't care about what they do and what they go through. They out cutting trees, fixing water main breaks. They doing all the above, right? But we put together a plan, me and my administration. We got a second shift as it relates to public works, but you want to talk about public works, but you're not contributing to nothing. You're not doing anything as it relates to that, right? But you could ask me all those questions before when they getting paid. And I quote, in the last meeting, I told you the answer to that, so I'm not going to answer it again. Go back and watch the tape. And I told them, and we all in the same agreement on when. So when you get here, you're just saying things because you think it sound good, but it ain't. Because public works do a doggone good job of keeping the community together. When y'all vote not to pay concrete, what y'all think, resident, happens when y'all got a water main break and we got to go pour concrete to fix it? They just voted not to pay the concrete people. Are y'all paying attention? How do we fix it? So now when I call for emergency, such as a water main break happen, who do I get the supplies from if they saying not to pay the vendor that I would get the supplies from? This is what I'm trying to point out to you. It got to stop with the mess. Take care of the business. That's the difference between them and me. I handle my business. I don't let it handle me. Y'all got to do the same. Y'all not handling your business. Y'all government to sit here to do for the people, but y'all not doing for the people, but y'all doing for yourselves. Everything y'all want, y'all vote for. Y'all have open meeting act violations, all kinds of mess. Little secret squirrel meetings, everything. But y'all not putting the people first. That's all I'm asking y'all to do. You see what I'm saying? It's the blind leading the blind. Like, come on, get it right. Fix it. Call the roll.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Yes.
Trustee Tammy Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes.
No.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
All right. So,
May I be recognized, Mayor?
go ahead.
You know, let me say this. I don't care how anybody feels. We should take care of these seniors. We should take care of these people. You know, you talk about who to pay and who not to pay. I'd be damned if these seniors got to go through winter and suffer while we laying in heat. We should take care of these seniors and take care of these kids. You know, if you got a heart, you got a feelings, you should change this and pay this vendor for this roof and windows.
Okay, on this list specifically, there is nothing to do with windows or roofs or nobody being removed.
I mean, it's like they on the inside, but living on the outside. These are seniors inside of these homes. These are kids inside of these homes. They on fixed income. We should take care of them. Take care of the people. Just pay the vendors. If they're doing the work, we got to take care of people out here first. You know, I don't feel that these seniors and these kids and any resident and any veteran ought to be sleeping inside of a cold house. If we got opportunity with the money to pay the vendors to fix these problems, then we should fix them. We got to get out of this not paying people. This SHIT is just BS.
Amen to that, brother. I'm crying.